English speakers, good evening, how you doing? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to be a smartass when answering indirect questions or reported questions. So you might be wondering, what are indirect questions? What are reported questions? And more importantly, what's a smartass? Well, keep watching, you're gonna find out. By the way, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, please drop a comment below so that I can personally thank you and welcome you to my page. My name's David. English is not my mother tongue, but it is my first and strongest language out of 4 languages that I speak. And I help non-natives learn the English language like a native. So now that we're all friends and we know each other, let's get to our lesson. First off, what's a smartass? Well, a smartass is a person who's being facetious, which is another interesting word for you, facetious. You might not have heard that before. Facetious, cheeky, or using their wit to cause another person embarrassment or annoyance. So basically it means being annoying by being too smart. So this is actually the 4th video in a series on indirect questions and reported speech. So these are the other video thumbnails that you see right here. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can click right up here to watch the first video in the series. So in our previous videos on indirect questions or reported questions, we talked about how we use these phrases to start our question. So these would be some examples of the larger question. And then we have our actual question, the thing we want to know, inside this larger question, right? So a lot of them would start with, do you know, may I ask, could you tell me, or can you show me, right? So these are some common examples. There are plenty of others. Here's the thing. If you want to be a smartass, instead of answering the person's question by telling them what they actually want to know, you can answer this part of the indirect question. You can say yes or no to this part. Example 1, person A says, excuse me, do you know what the time is? And you respond, yes. Or you could add a little bit more of a sting to your answer and say, yes, because unlike you, I actually have a watch. And what do you know? I'm actually not wearing my watch as I'm recording this. Serves me right for being a smartass. Example 2, your sibling comes up to you and says, may I ask you for a favor? And you say, of course, what is it? Your sibling says, could I borrow the car? And you say, no. And then your sibling's probably gonna respond something like this. But you said, of course. So then you can clarify and say, you asked if you could ask for a favor, and I said, of course. Then you asked me for the favor, and I said, no. Example 3, a stranger walks up to you at the train station and asks, excuse me, could you tell me what time the train gets here? And you, being a class A smartass, respond, I could, but the more important question is, will I? In other words, you're asking, will I tell you what time the train gets here? And the last example, someone texts you on the internet and says, can you show me how you froth milk to make amazing lattes at home without any fancy equipment? And you respond with, yes, I can. If you love coffee, in fact, if you're a teacher, you probably do. One of the first videos I ever made on social media, or it was on YouTube with my other channel, I made a video about how to froth milk at home without any fancy equipment. The easiest way to froth milk at home and make lattes, cappuccinos. With that video, I'm actually gonna rework it and I'm gonna post it on my YouTube channel for this page, Speak Like David. I'd invite you all to make sure you're subscribed to my Speak Like David YouTube channel. That way you don't miss out on the video when it drops. Last thing before I go is just an announcement. As some of you may already know, I have an online weekly interactive coaching program. And right now, we are doing a complete series on pronunciation and accents. Everything that you could possibly need to know to develop your pronunciation and get an accent that's clearer and easier to understand for everybody. I'm talking the best pronunciation and accent you have ever had by the end of the course. We do one live interactive session every week with a question and answer session at the end. You can ask me anything you want about English or about anything else, and I will give you the most accurate, thorough answer I can possibly give on the spot, right then and there. If you can't watch it live, you can watch the recordings, take the quizzes, download the worksheets. It's all there. It's a complete package, and it's just $10 a month. And it comes with a 30-day love it guarantee. In other words, you can try it for 30 days. If you don't love it, you can cancel on the 30th day and you will get a full refund. No questions asked. So to get in on that course, just head over to fluentlikeaboss.com and I'll see you in class. Oh, and thank you for watching. Please share. Mwah. Love you. Bye.